Zelda fans of all varieties prepare to witness the legendary power of the Master Sword in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. The Master Sword stands as a symbol of courage and is a weapon of immense power within the series. So today we're diving deep into the heart of Hyrule to showcase the might and capabilities of this iconic blade, as well as how you can get it for yourself in your playthrough. However, if you're also looking to get an iconic Zelda look, then don't worry, because we have you covered here too on how to get the powerful and durable Hylian Shield and Champion's Leather Armor, so you can look awesome while slaying enemies with the Master Sword. Forged by the gods themselves, the Master Sword has been the key to defeating countless evils that have threatened the Kingdom of Hyrule. Its shimmering blade holds the ability to repel darkness and vanquish even the most formidable foes. The description of the blade says, "The blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the Demon King." So you'll definitely want this not just for its iconic look, but also its power, which goes beyond its physical form. It has the unique ability to channel the energy of the hero's spirit. With each swing of the weapon when thrown at full hearts, the sword will unleash a devastating wave of energy that can obliterate your enemies. And in Tears of the Kingdom, we also have a new power to fuse items together and make them stronger. Well, this applies to the Master Sword as well, which not only adds to its attack power but makes it look even cooler. It creates these awesome glowing green symbols on the blade itself, but also makes the weapon shift into the form of the fused item when you swing or throw it. A really awesome tip is to fuse onto it the different elemental gems, as then when you shoot the beam with the Master Sword, you'll also shoot an elemental effect. So make sure to try this out for a bit of fun. A really awesome thing about the Master Sword is that it will never actually break. What happens instead is that once it is destroyed, it needs to recharge over 10 minutes of real time. So you should never be afraid to use it, but it might be worth saving it for a harder fight or a boss of some kind. So grab onto your Hylian Shield and ready your stamina containers and join us as we delve into the incredible world of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom to obtain the legendary Master Sword. I do want to give a spoiler warning for how you get this blade. If you don't want to know where it comes from and how to get it, then this is your chance to tune out. However, if you are ready to get this for yourself, then let's get into it. The first thing to know is that the Master Sword is located on the head of the Light Dragon, which flies all over Hyrule. To get the sword, you will also need 2 full stamina bars, which means completing 20 shrines after you leave the Great Sky Island at the start of the game. So if you want the sword as soon as possible, invest only in stamina containers when praying at shrines. If you do have 2 full stamina bars, then it's time to get the blade for your playthrough. The Light Dragon will fly along a set path around the whole map, which you can see on screen now, as this image really does illustrate it perfectly, and this image is from rpgsite.net. The Light Dragon takes quite a while in real time to fully fly around this path though, so it could literally be anywhere along this track on your map. However, with a little bit of fast traveling around the Skyview Towers along its path, you should be able to find it pretty easily with a bit of luck. For example, 26 on the channel found it and got the sword in literally 5 minutes. So fast traveling around and looking for it is probably the quickest method if you are lucky. Simply find it, then fly over to it and grab the sword for yourself. A PSA to all players though is to make sure to run down the dragon and loot all of the spikes, as well as to hit the dragon so you can get a scale before you take the sword. Once you take the sword, a cutscene will trigger that once finished means you will no longer be on the dragon. So do this first. However, if you want a more thematic way to get to the dragon, as well as a way to mark it on your map so you can find it super easily no matter where it is, then we've got you covered too. But make sure to cover us by hitting that like button down below. It's a great way to support us and we really appreciate it. And subscribe or check out the other guides on the channel, because we have so much stuff for you guys that you don't want to miss out on. You want to do a quest to help the Deku tree in Korok Forest. But there is a catch. The only way to get into the forest is via the underground. So travel to the shrine on screen now by the giant ferry, and then go to the chasm to the north of it. This is the fastest way to get to where we need to be. Travel down the chasm into the underground. Then mark on your map here where the Korok Forest is, but on the underground part of the map. This is roughly where you will need to go. So travel northwest until you find the nearest light route to light up the area. I used a glider with some fans to fly over the scary darkness and go straight for the light route. From the Rico Nasum light route, you then want to go under and use ascend on this stone structure. This will ascend you right inside side of Korok Forest. The Deku Tree will be looking sad and infected with gloom, so tap the nearby shrine for its fast travel point, which you will really want to use, otherwise you will need to go back into the depths to get here, and then go inside and down the tree to its deepest point. However, this is where things get interesting. We will have to fight a group of Gloom Hands followed by a Phantom Ganon. It's super easy to beat the hands with a Lionel bow and some bomb flowers, since you shoot 3 at once, so 2 volleys will defeat them all, or 5 normal infused bomb arrows will instantly kill all of the hands. We have a video on the channel showing you how to get the most powerful weapons in the game, including this bow, so if you want an easy way to clear this, go and get these things first. For the fight against the Phantom Ganon, I suggest timing your evades to get a flurry rush so you can easily defeat him. His attacks are quite slow and easy to read. Make sure not to stand in the gloom and keep an eye on your hearts and stay topped up with food. After you've defeated him, you will then see that the tree is cleansed, and then grab your loot and fast travel back to the shrine that we tapped in the forest. Once you're back here, go up and talk to the tree. He will give you an awesome cutscene about the Master Sword. Here's the scene for you.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword. Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
Ha ha ha. There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
After this, he will then tell you and mark the location of the Master Sword on the map, but it's moving and that's because it's on the Light Dragon. So now it's super easy to simply travel to a nearby Skyview Tower and glide your way onto the dragon wherever it is for you. Once again, make sure to get all of the spikes on it and hit it for a scale, otherwise you will miss out. Grab the sword and hold A so you can get it for yourself. Remember, you need 2 full bars of stamina, and the cutscene is pretty awesome, so here it is for you.
Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
There's actually another way to get to the location of the Light Dragon and have it marked on your map without having to fight. So to get this, you will need to complete Impa's quest for the Dragon Tears. Go here on your map and talk with Impa, help her fix her hot air balloon, and then she will explain about the geoglyphs all around the map. You will need to find each one and locate the tier within each geoglyph. This can take a long time to do as they are littered all over the map, but if you want to avoid combat and take it slow, then this method is for you. But the other methods are definitely faster in our experience. Next up, let's go over how to get the Champion's Leathers and Hylian Shield. You want to start from Lookout Landing's Skyview Tower, and we will be doing some gliding, so if you don't have a lot of stamina or the glider set, you want to make some stamina elixirs so you can easily make it to our target location, which is actually Hyrule Castle itself. You can chop the grass nearby this area to get some restless crickets, which can easily be cooked with a monster part to make plenty of stamina elixirs. So once you're ready, mark the southern rock on Hyrule Castle as your target location to land on, and shoot yourself up in the Skyview Tower. With a combination of skydiving and gliding, you should be able to make it here quite easily without too much effort. Once you've landed, run your way inside to the main room and go up one of the first set of stairs to the middle statue, where you will see two braziers that are unlit. Simply light these two braziers on fire. I use an arrow with a fire fruit, but you can actually throw these as well. Once you've lit them both, the statue itself will move and reveal a chest below, which when opened will give us the amazing Champion's Leathers. So now you have an iconic armor piece to match your Master Sword. But we're still missing that Hylian Shield, so let's go over how to get that next. Mark this location on your map where the shrine is. You will want to grab this shrine as a fast travel point if you haven't already. This way you can travel back to the castle very easily, so make your way over to this shrine and tap it to unlock it. Then after you've done that, mark this area on your map and follow my gliding path exactly as I do so you can make it easily inside. Once you are inside, there are some steps to go up. However, this will trigger a bunch of gloom hands to spawn and try and kill you. But don't worry, there's a trick to getting past these scary enemies. Just aggro them towards you and fall down below and hang on the wall nearby. After a short wait, they will actually disappear, and you can even loot their drops if you get lucky. Once they're dealt with, make your way up the stairs and past the gloom on the floor. You will then see some torches and a big brazier that needs lighting. So let's light that brazier on fire. I used a normal arrow and walked up to the torch nearby to light it on fire for free and then shot the brazier. This will then make another chest spawn, and when you open it, you're going to have the incredible Hylian Shield for yourself. So now you're kitted out to look like a true hero with the Hylian Shield, the Champion's Leather, and of course the Master Sword. So if you found this helpful, hit that like button down below and subscribe for all the other guides we have on the channel. And the two videos on screen now, we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. You don't have to watch them if you don't want to, but if you did like this video, you're probably going to like these ones too. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.